Hola muchachos, welcome here. Yes, I'm wearing a face mask. Why? Because my skin is driving me crazy. I've always struggled with acne. It's just been something that's always in my way. Well, not like in my way, but for me, acne is quite painful. It usually starts pretty deep, and once it's come to the surface, it hurts so bad. It honestly, it feels like when your milk supply is coming in and your boobs are just so full and they just want to explode. 9 times out of 10, that's honestly what my face feels like. Hence why we're wearing a face mask, and I thought you guys could watch it dry while I talk to you about my 30-day challenge of drinking peppermint tea every single day. This was recommended by multiple people. Oh, and also, if you're curious, I'm using the Pink House Pink Mask by Pink House Organics. This is really good and one of my favorites. So firstly, talking to a bunch of my friends and online community, I have been highly recommended peppermint. Mostly peppermint tea. Some people say chewing peppermint gum, some people say peppermint oil, which maybe I'll touch a bit on that like here and there during this challenge, but for the most part, we're full on focusing on peppermint tea. I went through a long period of time where I didn't have peppermint tea because I was breastfeeding my kiddos, and peppermint tea for me always lowered my milk supply, and I didn't want to risk lowering it that much more because I've always struggled with actually keeping a milk supply. So I never did that, but now I feel like it's time. It's definitely time. I want my skin to be better. And the reason why a lot of people say using peppermint is a good idea is because my testosterone levels are way too high. Like if I was a 30-year-old man and I had these testosterone levels, they would still be too high. I've always had this issue. That's where a lot of my hormonal acne comes from. I eat very clean, dairy-free. So when I looked into it that much further and got tested, my testosterone hormones, they're just all out of whack. Apparently peppermint tea is going to really help that. Also, there was research done with some rats. They put a bunch of rats into different groups, and some rats they gave this and this and this, and then some rats they gave peppermint tea. The rats that had the peppermint tea, their testosterone levels were lowered significantly, enough that a lot of naturopaths will actually recommend for their patients who have high testosterone levels to have peppermint tea every single day to help reduce them overall. That's what we're hoping for. What I'm seriously most concerned about is when my period starts. It's around that time where I start getting it pretty bad through here and it's painful. Sometimes it's very visible to other people and sometimes it's not, and it's just visible to me because it's like under the surface painful. So I hope you guys like this kind of video. If you're new here, subscribe, that would be fantastic. And let's go ahead and get started. So here's the thing, I always have a kind of specific brew every day. I do this because firstly, I find that it just really feels good in my body. It's an extra type of detox. The thing is, every time you go pee or, you know, you're out, that is a detox, but this just kind of encourages it that much more, and to me, it tastes really good. But now we're just adding peppermint tea into the mix, seeing if it does anything else. Can't open. I'm using the Organic Traditional Medicines peppermint tea. If you're curious, 2 bags at a time. This is how I'm going to be doing this every single day. Gonna remove the strings because I just want them to steep for a while in there. Going to take some hot water. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. About there. I'm usually going to let them steep for maybe, honestly, at least an hour. But for the sake of me showing you guys how I'm gonna do this, let's pretend this is steeping for about an hour. I'm gonna add some ice to cool it down. I'm adding ice because I want this to be a little bit more cool of a drink. Little bit of maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and believe it or not, a bit of cayenne pepper. Gonna mix it, mix it, mix it. So every day I'm gonna be drinking 1 of these, maybe sometimes 2. The peppermint is the magic ingredient. That's what's gonna hopefully better our skin, but we shall see. Happy day 1. I'll check back with you guys in a little bit. Guys, we're on day 4 of my peppermint tea experiment, and so far, like, my skin dealing with some breakouts right here, but this side has healed really nicely. My chin is healing pretty good, but I did get a couple new ones on my chin and right here. But for this to clear up so beautifully, like, whoa. And you can see this is just all my super high testosterone levels, especially after giving birth. Your estrogen is like crazy. When you are pregnant, your estrogen is like out the wazoo. Why? Because you're a woman and women get pregnant, and when we do that, our natural female hormone just does so well. And as soon as that's taken from me, my testosterone just goes crazy. I've actually been doing a peppermint drink in the morning and at night. Sometimes I do it cold, sometimes I do it just the tea itself, like the classic hot tea. But so far, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a huge tea person anyways, but I just haven't gone for peppermint tea in way too long. Now we're back into it, and here's hoping hoping that, especially when my period comes around, like this one is gonna be annoying, especially when my period comes around, we'll kind of see if this does anything like during that time, because that's when my hormones like actually go pretty crazy, and that's when I would say I kind of really struggle with like the acne situation. So check back with you guys in a little bit and let you know what's going on. On day 10 of drinking peppermint tea every single day, have a little bit of like a chill in the air, which I'm not happy about because I love summertime, but it is very good warm. I decided to do it warm because woke up to my period. Yay! I wasn't expecting it because it's a little bit early and I wasn't breaking out as bad as I usually do. This is all actually healing, and really the only acne spots I have is right here. And I have one right here. This one is starting to scar from about a week ago. This one is scarring too. It's mostly just these two that are in more of an active, oh, kids screaming. My forehead and my cheeks are always super bomb. Same with around my nose. But like I said, just in this area, that is where I struggle. So, a few things. I'm way more gassy than usual drinking peppermint tea, and I remember this all the time. When I was kind of like a teenager, drinking peppermint tea usually made me really gassy. So I'm trying to stay cool and collected with that very hard. I am also noticing like healing time on my skin has really picked up. Previously, I felt like it would kind of take weeks and weeks for like a zit to go away or for my skin to heal, but it's happening really fast. Like I feel like my skin is healing rapidly now. Very happy on day 10. I'm going to continue to drink this nice and hot tea, and the reason, I don't think I said this, the reason I have it hot is because I'm on my period, and it's just soothing to that whole kind of stomach area, the cramping area, to have something nice and warm go down. I don't remember what day it is for our challenge. Woo! That's kind of why I'm doing this right now, because the sun is going to be our friend. I did already have like my little drink of peppermint tea today, and oh wait, let's find some good sunshine. That's pretty good. So this is where, oh, that's loud. Let's close this door. This is clearing up pretty well, but what I've noticed since doing this peppermint tea, my skin has firstly become a lot less red, and I'm getting a lot more small zits. Almost like clogged pores. Did get a bit of a breakout here, we're breaking out up here, getting some through here. You can see my skin has really, in a lot of ways, cleared up in certain areas, and then in a lot of ways, it's kind of breaking out a little bit more. I'm starting to get some breakouts through here and through here, which normally I never really have forehead kind of issues, especially around the nose. I hope you guys like all these close-up clips of my face. But like the thing is, these are very easy to kind of cover up or put a little bit of powder on, or to be honest, a lot of people don't even notice, like especially the days and most of the time when I don't wear makeup. I think for the most part, a lot of people don't notice. And if they do, it's not like it's that much, nor honestly do people care about your acne. So, ooh, we got another patch of sunlight. We're gonna keep pushing on, we're getting there, and I'm actually feeling pretty good about this whole challenge. We have done it, it is done. We did our 30-day challenge. I drank my peppermint tea every single day. Sometimes I had multiple cups, sometimes I just had one. But I always made sure it was a good strong brew, as you guys saw. And it was nice to have a little bit of something else, kind of giving some flavor to my drink that's not so acidic. I also decided kind of like a week in to completely nix maple syrup. Even if it's just a little bit, just nixing it completely out of my drink, having less sugar. I know it's just better for your skin and overall health, even if it's in such like an organic raw form as maple syrup. And sometimes I would also add a little bit of turmeric or like a chai turmeric tea as well as the peppermint tea, because it's very anti-inflammatory. I felt like honestly with this drink I could just do a lot with it and have a lot of fun with it, and it was very enjoyable doing this. And here's some before and after footage. So as you remember before, throughout this kind of like 30-day challenge, especially at the beginning, I was on my period and I was struggling with like the hormonal acne on the chin, and as time went on I noticed my hormonal acne was really being like slowed down for the most part, healing a lot faster than usual. We'll do an after footage take here. This was taken like 10 minutes ago. You can see right through here I am a lot clearer. It's not perfect, and that's not even what I'm shooting for. I just want it to be a little bit better. Around this time, I should begin my period soon, and I don't have any big hormonal like acne spots, which for me is very incredible. And I haven't changed up too much in my routine except for just this. And also at the same time, I noticed while I was going through this, I was reducing my coffee intake, and I usually only have 1 cup of coffee a week, where before I would have like 2 to 3 cups. And just recently, since starting this challenge, I've had 1, and I'm pretty sure there was 1 week where I didn't have any coffee at all. So my caffeine intake was very much reduced. And I also want to show something else, but I wanted to do like that up close shot with my other Canon camera because I have like my ring light and my soft lens that makes my skin just look amazing. I'm not wearing makeup right now, but my skin looks incredible because of all these nice gizmos and gadgets. That's why I wanted to go in with my other camera so you could really see. Looked online, you can actually buy like peppermint supplements or peppermint oil pills. A lot of women with PCOS will take these pills. Pretty sure that runs in my family. It says it's overall good for your gut and your bowels and lowering testosterone. So I may actually go ahead and pick up just a few, maybe like different brands of peppermint supplements and just see. So yeah, there you go. I did also want to go ahead and clarify, if you didn't know, acne from like the very beginning to the time where you actually see it on your skin, it's about a 6 to 8 week period. So I've been doing this for 30 days, but still there's some like acne that could have been from like way before that's trying to push through or get through. I feel like I should probably do like some of these like acne challenges for more like 2+ months to see about just how it goes, but I just don't know if I can commit to shooting like 1 video over the course of 2+ months. That just sounds like a lot. I don't know about that. I am going to continue this drink, and I will be giving you guys some sort of an update, whether on here, probably on here, but also through my Instagram. And yes, I don't know if you can tell, but I have a zit right here on my lip. Kind of looks like a beauty mark from like the 1950s films, and I love it. I love this is it, the placement and everything, so much. Thank you guys very much for watching today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and let me know down below, have you ever tried peppermint tea to heal your acne or any other types of bodily issues that you may have? I'm thinking my next challenge, I may have to go gluten-free for a bit and see if that helps my skin out at all, because even though I'm someone that eats still low gluten, and if I have gluten, it's a very whole grain type of gluten, still actually may not be the best for you or your skin. Stay tuned for that. We'll see how that goes. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video, my next challenge. Thank you for being here. Bye.